What's good, everybody? It's me. It's me again. This is officially like take 15 of my attempt to shoot this video. You gotta keep trying. Um, One thing. Happy Pride. I forgot to say that. Happy Pride. Happy June. Happy Gemini season. Happy is a nice day out. What's today? Monday, Tuesday? I don't even know. It's Happy Pride all June, so it kind of don't matter what day it is, right? But yeah, I needed to share. I just really need to share today. I've been trying over and over again. Not trying. Yeah, I tried. This is, like I said, it's like take 13, 14. I don't even know. But what I wanted to talk about was me, just me, life, my transness. Um, I am a trans person, right? And so, yeah, I am a transness. I am trans. It's a part of my identity. It's a part of my whole being. It's a part of my purpose. It's a part of all these things. And however, I did not want to be. I don't want to be a page. I don't want to be a trans person whose page is to just talk about transness. I don't want to talk about transness all day. I don't have really a lot to say about transness. I don't know a lot about transness. I just know that when they hand me a sheet of paper and they're like, check the box that best describes you, that's the box I check. A lot of times. Sometimes I check non-binary. You surprised these applications have and don't have on them. Maybe not. Maybe you never look for it because you're just like, man, woman, like. And so you named me trans, so whatever. I would prefer not to have pronouns, and I would prefer not to be labeled, and that's why, to me, it's unnecessary for me to go on and on and on, like, oh, trans means this, and trans means that, and trans means this. It's like, I guess. I feel like especially young folks, but a lot of people have the habit of teaching you about something through describing what it feels like for them. And to be honest with you, it's okay to just talk about what it feels like for you if that's what you wanted to do, as opposed to pretend like you're a trans expert now and give it a definition and let the world's definition be your experience of it. So that's why I'm like, it's okay to just say, yeah, I guess I'm in this category. But it's like, So that's why I honestly I feel there's a couple videos back when I started where I did start to do that. Then I was like, do I really want to do that? Right? Other thing that I've been dealing with is, well, where's the time? I would say from last summer to now, it's been funky. It's been really funky energy, feeling really sluggish, feeling really heavy. I know I was recording off, for the most part, very consistently inconsistent. And yeah, it was like, you had the election, you had the Trump winning the election, and then wintertime comes, so you got a little wintertime depression, and it's like, I am a January baby, but to be honest with you, I was never really a birthday person. I appreciate people giving me a card and stuff, but I'm just like, nah, we don't gotta do that. We don't gotta celebrate. Yeah, so yeah, I also dealing with paperwork around healthcare and stuff like that. That tedious stuff. And so I kind of got frustrated. I don't know, in retrospect, I'm like, maybe that was a slight meltdown. Maybe ever so slightly. But I think I just got tired of it. I got tired of going to get some medication, because it's like, being a trans person in and of itself does not feel different. It doesn't feel different from just existing. I walk, I talk, I eat sometimes, I drink sometimes, I crap sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like just humanity as a whole, like, we actually are all more alike than we are different, and we just love going on and on about differences, which has nothing to do with differences. It really has really more about someone needing to feel their individuality, and that is really more of an inside job. So I just feel like there's a lot of projecting, and I feel like there's a lot of spilling over onto each other. It's like, and then, there's so many people that's like, oh, we're confused about what a trans is. What is a trans? I don't understand. And it's like, it's crazy to me. Like, if I don't understand something, I might not just go attack it willy nilly. That's one thing. You know what I mean? I'm like, there's BSing happening here, because it's like, oh, this never existed before. Let's beat them up. It's like, why did you just know that you should beat us up? We've never existed before, but all right. I guess. Oh yeah. So yeah. I've been having. So I got a little frustrated with the whole medical process, and I'm just like, screw this. I don't feel like it, and so I haven't actually had my medication for a little while, and which I didn't care for like the first 1 or 2 months. Then another 1 or 2 months went by, and I'm like, now I started like kicking myself in the butt a little bit, and I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? These folks gonna think I'm crazy or something. Like, I don't care what people think, but you know what I'm saying? But it's just, yeah, I think I started to say transness in and of itself is actually great. It's actually fine. It feels, you know what it is? It's not transness that feels good. Knowing your truth, living in your truth feels good, whatever that truth is. And the only thing difficult about it is people giving us a difficult time, right? It's like literally the only thing that's difficult about it is people giving us a difficult time. So like, I was dealing with pharmacy. There was one lady who clearly, I actually felt like she didn't like black people more than she didn't like trans people. You can tell. It's like every time you call, she wasn't sure if she wanted to be more racist or like which bigot you trying to be today. Mind you, she had a whole Latina accent, and the clinic is like across the street for some projects. So I was just like, all right, people have this need to feel important, and they're like policing it, and then police did wrong, right? And so the last couple of phone calls I made, she wasn't the one answering the phone, right? Because I let them know, like, that lady had no idea what she's doing. You're what's the word? Hurting for a lawsuit with that lady, but all right. Or she might just get slapped. Like, I feel like sometimes people forget, like, that's an option. I know where you work. Like, you don't know me though, right? So yeah, so there was that, and it was always this, I just kept having these issues with the pharmacy. And then the Medicaid stuff got like all over the place. I'm like, screw this, I don't care no more. Right? And then it started getting warm, right? Warm time is like dysphoria time. Like summertime is dysphoric for me. Like summertime is dysphoria and frustration. Because now I'm kicking myself in the butt, and it's like, why'd you do that? Like, you were doing really good, and here's the awkward thing that actually actually it's kind of funny, like going on the T and then coming down. I'm not off, but I would say just coming down a little bit is like just watching the progress of how people look at me and treat me, like going up, the T going up, and then how people look at me and see me when the T was going down. And it's funny because I haven't had T. It's only been a few months. And it's funny because, yeah, before I started the HRT, like, guys would hit on me left and right. Guys were hitting on me left and right. They've never in one day in their lives ever seen me dress like a girl. And I'm pretty sure these entire projects know that I'm gay. But these guys have just kind of maintained their crushes, and I was over it. I'm just like, let go. Like, no more crush. Sometimes you gotta hurt people's feelings so they can just stop. And so, but I notice how I'm just, pardon if I pause. People always feel the need to come by me when I'm having my one-on-ones. Right, so yeah. Um, um, so yeah, yeah. So I'm sharing that. Um, oh yeah, the dysphoria. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I was gonna segue. Oh yeah. So yeah, guys were hitting on me left and right, and then when I started the HRT, right, because your pheromones change. It changes your body chemistry, right? And so I realized, because I would say the first year, most people couldn't tell just off of look. People didn't really start to notice. So I would say towards the end of the second year, going into third year, and it wasn't really until going into the third year that this happened. It just happened. It just came. It started coming. It's like, I kid you not, it was like I was getting 10 strands a day for a little while. And then now I have a little bit less. And maybe some part of me wanted to be extra confirmed before I move further. So I'm okay with taking breaks. When I'm uncertain of something, I will take a break. I'm not afraid to do that. I keep trying to find like a good angle, because the way this sun is hitting my face is so crazy. I was hoping this like half a shade would give me like a cute whatever. I feel like it comes out looking better when I'm actually inside and don't have the sun in my face. But yeah, guys were hitting me left and right. But like I would say, when I started HRT, yeah, I would say within the first 6 months, even though my look hadn't changed, guys wasn't approaching me like that. And I'm like, wow, like my pheromones must be changing almost immediately, right? Like, yeah, your pheromones do start to change almost immediately. Leg hair and sweat, it starts almost immediately. But so I'm assuming it's the pheromones. They just wasn't hitting on me at all. So, and literally not paying me no mind. They would just walk right by me like they didn't see me, right? So here's what's funny, right? I've been off the T. I know it's less than 6 months. I haven't been counting, right? I was dissociated earlier in the year, so I didn't count. And I'm here today now. So, shoot, I forgot what I was saying. That sun in my eye kind of distracted me a little bit. I think it hurt me and decided to do it worse. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I've only been off for less than 6 months. And it didn't take long for guys to start looking at me again. Mind you, I still have facial hair. I think the guy there's a store near me that I'm a regular at, right? So my name is Zena. So I'm like, Zena, how you doing, Zena? How you doing, Zena? And he's like, I love you, I miss you, because this guy, I think he really does care about us. He's a great guy. He's a nice guy. He's nice to my mom. You're good to my mom. We're good, right? But he's like, he's like, I missed you. He's like, did you? I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, I think I said I love you, and I'm like, I love you too. He's like, really? Like something like that, like he almost wanted to flirt a little. And part of me is like, really? A tomboy with facial hair? I couldn't. It's like, this is why I know a lot of guys be full of crap, because I've been a tomboy my entire life. I still never had no. I've never had no attention. I've been a tomboy my entire life. People in these projects, some of these people in these projects probably seen me in a dress twice in a lifetime. Maybe a third. And third time was just like a wedding. But all I did was change some pheromones. I guess my pheromones shifted again. And now guys are seeing me. And then I'm remembering how I probably got really comfortable. I was getting too comfortable too fast. I didn't even like I don't want to say fully transition, whatever the hell that means. I'm okay with pacing myself. And I'm cute, like I like my face. But a part of me was definitely curious. I think I was curious of my own reaction without it, and I satisfied that curiosity. So, wish me luck throughout the rest of this month. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. And yeah, so, the other one annoying thing, no, it's actually starting to get quite frustrating. And it is partially my own fault. And I do know this. I've not been a great sharer. But I've been going through some shit. So I feel like mature people do understand. I don't have no drama with people who've been mature enough to understand that I've been going through shit. And then everyone else, I guess, is just like gossiping. But yeah, dysphoria and attractiveness, right? It's getting kind of frustrating because I realize, I guess because I like to be quiet to myself, and sometimes I do, I guess, slouch. But the slouching is dysphoria. It's not a lack of confidence. So I realized that energy of me not wanting to share, and like that energy of me doing this, it was attracting people who want to take advantage of me. Like they're just like, ooh, here's an easy target. Ooh, here's an easy target. And I'm like, yo. And then obviously I would be like, who's an easy target? And then it's kind of like, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Like, bro, I grew up. I always tell people I grew up in a 90s rap music video. And so attacking people who are dysphoric. And so that's why I was a little bit like, wow, there's actual scam artists in the healing community, which is brilliant from a scammer's perspective. The healing community has a lot of people struggling with their self-esteem and family trauma. And yeah, you comfort them and steal their account information while you're at it, right? Like, stuff like that is happening out here, and which is really terrible. I'll talk more about that more specifically. And I'm like, why did I even go there? Why did I even go that far? But yeah, the dysphoria has been attracting, I want to say scam artists, but like scam artists in general, spiritual scam artists. Everybody don't always steal money. Sometimes they just want to steal time, steal energy, be in your, like if you got really good energy, they just want to be in your energy. So energetic thieves and all that. So I'm like, dang, who put the target on my back? Like I guess my slouching kind of helps keep it up there, even if I didn't put it there, if that makes sense. Or even like society put it there when they condition y'all to bully people. Like, it's crazy. But yeah. And then it's like when you're attractive, people assume that you're dumb, right? And then like I'm like a musician, so people tend to think of musicians as like shallow and into themselves, right? So here I am, this DJ and this artsy musician person who does have, I want to say, a good 2 handful size fan base, like within the city. Everybody's not following people all the time. Like, I'm grown. I'm over 40. People my age will literally not even have social media, but like hear through a friend that you're playing somewhere and come through, right? And then like just about everybody has at least one if they don't have them all. And so yeah, so I'm realizing like these assumptions, it's one thing to make an assumption from over there. It's another thing to see me from a distance, come to all these weird conclusions about me based on how I look. Now, like, you're literally judging me on my looks, which includes my transness. I feel like there's some internalized there's some transphobia. I don't say, yeah, there might be some internalized transphobia amongst trans people, but there's definitely still some misunderstandings and assumptions still being made even within like the Rainbow Coalition. And one thing I'm noticing, I think people are assuming that I'm like slow or something. Like, I think some people still think of I think some people still think of transness in of itself as a mental health disorder. Because, like, yes, there's such thing as a trans person with a mental health disorder, but transness is not a mental health disorder, y'all. It's just clothes. It's just clothes. It's just cotton. I take this cotton and I cut it this way, and it's a girl shirt. I take this cotton and I cut it that way, it is a boy shirt. You're wearing the wrong shirt. Like, what? Newsflash, fellas. A lot of girls' clothes is just a girl version of boy clothes, because boys are not that creative. Because I shopped in all the sections. I used to shop in the whole store. To me, I used to walk the women's, the men's, and the kids section. I just want clothes that fit and look good on me. Why are you reading signs? Why do you only go where a sign told you to go? Y'all are really good at doing what you're told. Like, the world is so well trained. The world is so well trained. Like, anytime somebody just says, I just exist. We actually were saying we don't like pronouns before y'all was. You do realize these people literally stole that statement from us. We didn't want the pronouns. That's why a lot of people started saying, I'm a unicorn, or, I mean, maybe not that specifically, but like, I'm a fairy, I'm this. We start calling ourselves that because it's just like, those are 2 words you put on a piece of paper and told me I have to choose. I could also choose to rip up the paper, y'all. Rip up the paper and slap the person who gave it to you. Like, he slapped you with the paper. You have to pick one. Otherwise, we'll kill you. Guys. You're threatening to kill me if I don't go put a dress on because of what genitals I have? And you said that I have the mental health disorder? Okay. I've never even been in a fight. I never even fought anybody. People think I'm spoiled because I never really had like a physical fight. Like, I mean, like, I'm going to say soft spats, but never like an all-out brawl. I don't know why I said that. Maybe I feel like fighting people. I don't know. I think I feel like feisty too. And I'm looking at myself. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm looking really cute today. That's why I keep looking down at the screen, and I'm trying to get better about actually looking at the little dot up there. And I'm also checking the time. I don't want to be here too long, and I'm not going to be here too long. A lot of assumptions being made solely based on how I look. And then sometimes people will get slick. They'll find slick ways of getting into a conversation with me, right? And then I'll have one conversation and be like, I got it. It's like, it's not obvious they're like gathering information by the way you ask the question. It's like, all right, got it. Okay, bye. You're not making a connection. You're gathering information. It's mad how people are so obvious, and it's really frustrating. And then I realized, like, everything happens for a reason. I just keep, no matter, like, whenever I just kind of get out of sorts, whether it be anxiety or anger, I remember gratitude. It's that simple. I remember gratitude. I remember faith. I don't know. So that's been interesting. Dysphoria is about my discomfort with my gender. Dysphoria is more about my gender expression. In other words, dysphoria, in a more simpler term, is like I'm that uncomfortable. I would be that uncomfortable wearing a dress. I remember when I was in kindergarten, right? Yeah, I think it was kindergarten or first grade. Pardon me. I'm sorry. Oh, let me cover the mic. So, I was in kindergarten. Oh yeah, no, you know what? I'm gonna save that kindergarten story for another video, for the next video, actually. So yeah, I'm just sharing in real time, because I've been avoiding doing that. I've been avoiding sharing in real time. because a lot of the trauma. So yeah, so what I just described, people wanting to take advantage of me because they think that I'm an easy target. And it's like, no. What did you thought that based on what exactly, right? Also, that I'm nice. So I don't know. Somewhere people got into their minds that if you're nice, you must be an idiot. And I guess because I look, like, I thought I was looking rugged for a while, to be honest with you. But people keep being jealous of me anyway. But I'm like, all right, I guess. Until the jealousy starts turning into like rumors and all this other crap, and it's like, all right, guys, all right now. And so yeah, so based on a lot of that, it was making me very hesitant around sharing, not just sharing in general, because I actually like to share, and like, I think that's what makes me sad. That's what it is. I like to share. I want you to share back. People be thinking I'm trying to make it about myself, and I'm like, yeah, when I was in kindergarten, this thing happened. I'm like, I'm really like, your turn. I want your stories too. I want to hear yours. What happened when you was in fifth grade? What I want to know, like, about that time you went, I don't know, to the beach and you got stung on your pinky toe, and I don't know. You know what I mean? I like those things. I like to actually get to know people. And it's a lost art form. Old-fashioned getting to know you. Good old-fashioned networking. It's such a lost art form that, like, yeah, it's such a lost art form. I think people just... Because, like, when I was DJing and I was, like, getting these, like, really cool gigs, I think people will just, like, how are you doing that? How are you doing that? I know how to talk to people. Like... Sorry, the younger. I feel like the younger generations are more accustomed to doing things electronically. When I was a kid, I had a word processor. Like, we had a typewriter when I was in elementary school. I used a rotary phone when I was in elementary school. You know, you probably see that's why I had to do this, because I know some of you don't know what a rotary phone is at all. The phone that you with the numbers are in the thing like. I don't even understand why we don't still have those. Since I always like the design of that. I'm that old. That's all I'm saying. Old school. We didn't have the social media. You had to have your 30-second pitch ready for any time you run into somebody that you was hoping to run into. Hey, you doing? My name is Eva. Blah, 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 you know, your 30-second pitch. Y'all don't have 30-second pitches. Some of these videos on Instagram be 2 minutes for no reason. But I digress. But so yeah, it's been rough sharing because of these weird experiences that I kept having, and I don't know. Sometimes I just get in this energy where I just like want to do something else. I'll be doing something a certain way, and I get bored with myself. I get bored with myself, and sometimes this is one little quality I'm glad I have and I actually appreciate about myself, because it gets me going. Like, I get bored with anxiety. I get bored with fear. Like, I can be afraid of something, but for so long. And I'm like, all right, I'm tired of doing that. Tired of doing that. I want to do something else now. Then I just get up and go do something else. And people be like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, you were paying me mine? You were actually It's interesting. But, so yeah, that's why I haven't really been sharing. Because people haven't really been nice. But I'm bored with that. It's also nicer out. It's nice out now, so I'll be able to record more. I'll be able to record more. Like, record more faster. Pardon me, I'm sorry. I should have actually grabbed the microphone. All right, we're wrapping things up. I have my cards. Since we're at the end, maybe I'll close it with a card and then open the next one with a card. Maybe I'll open the next one with that story of, well, I said kindergarten, but it was 3rd grade. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you in the next clip. I'm gonna close it with this, and I'm gonna tell you the bathroom story, and then I'm gonna tell you why I'm telling you that bathroom story. Is that a lady? I like her outfit. Sorry, I think you're hearing that. All right, spirit ancestors, all magical beings, what say you? Shwee. See what I just say about connection? 3 is like manifesting. And this color purple has been coming up. Like, even during one of the takes, even during one of the videos that I ended up deleting, my video got interrupted by 2 guys. I guess they ran into each other. It was like, yo. And one of them was wearing white, one of them was wearing purple. Which was interesting because when I was going through my closet, because it's getting warm. So I've been slowly trying to move my winter clothes into some bags and then, organizing the shit. I found a purple sweater that I forgot was there. I think it's one of my brother hand-me-downs, which is fine with me. He's got nice style. If you can find something that can fit, because he's one of those people that wears like XXX, but he's not really that big, But yeah, I found this sweater. The sweater was the same colors, purple and white. I might even want to go so far as to say purple, white, and black. Purple, white, and black. Purple, white, and black. Isn't that like a non-binary flag? I forget. Crap. I need to. I forgot. Purple, white, and black is one of these flags that I can't remember because I actually tried to use those colors in something that I was making. The next video. So yeah, we're gonna. It's time to make that connection and get out there. See how they're like embracing, like, yeah, we love each other. It's time for more connection. There's too many attachments. If I feel like someone's attaching to me, I'm just like, no. All right, the light. Follow the light. Oh, this is the card that was just under it. I was just kind of curious. Purple, blue. Wait, is this upside down? Yeah. It's like you're manifesting more connection. And also, it's okay to get out more. It's funny, I gave one of my relatives a quick little reading the other day, right? Okay, I'll close it with this story. And then I'll open the next video with another story. And so, yeah, we were at dinner. It's not even a long, elaborate story. We were at dinner, and I was like, my nephew brought his boyfriend to dinner, and who was sitting in front of me, who, of course they went there reading. I'm reading their cards and stuff. And he's like, oh, my nephew's mom is like, oh, do me. And I'm like, all right. She's like, tell me about my love life. Right? So, of course, I pulled out some cards. Long story short, I was just like, do you have any friends? And she's like, no. And I'm like, sometimes when we're looking for love, God is actually just trying to help you make some friends for now. Like that, because that's also love. Platonic love is just as important as romantic love, right? And so, the irony was that throughout the entire dinner, she was being rude to that waiter. She was being rude to the waitress, mad unnecessarily. It's almost like she was looking for something to complain about. She ordered some like shrimp and crab legs, and then she touched it. It was like, this crab legs is cold. And so the lady's like, all right, just put that to the side. I'll bring you some new ones. She did exactly that. Came back with some fresh, warm crab legs, and she goes, I don't think I want these. I'm like, well, keep the crab legs. This lady got other things to do. We're not the only table. It's like, at this point, you're being rude. I mean, I didn't say all of that, but I'm just like, you can't take it back now. That's the second set, right? Like, that's enough. And she's like, oh, she'll be all right. She will be all right. But do you see what I just said here? You just asked me about your love life. I just asked you if you have any friends. You just told me you don't have any friends. But you think it's okay to be rude to waitresses for no stupid reason. You're not better than her. You're literally not better than her. I know you personally. And so I really didn't even like that. I didn't really like her for a long time. I don't think she realized how much I actually just did not like her for a long time. So, and so, it's like, do you not see you answering your own question? Tell me about my love life. But here I am being rude to the waitress. You don't know how to be nice for the sake of being nice. You literally looked for something. You can watch somebody kind of go like this. It's almost like they wanted something to not be right so they can complain. Like, what are you doing? Do you come to dinner just to complain? I think some people do that. Like, I think some people like to go out to eat just to mess with the waiter. It's like, well, you could have made a friend today. Blank, 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 blank. So on that note, you catch more flies with honey. It's okay to be kind. You don't got to be a pushover about it. Later. I'm going to do another video, though. Later.